Hey everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been another very wild month in crypto. It feels like forever since the FTX drama and since everything that happened afterwards. Today we're going to look into some options that I'm seeing for the bull and the bear case, obviously for Bitcoin, but also we're going to look into Ethereum a little bit deeper because I think there are a little bit interesting developments on the chart that differ from Bitcoin in general. And as usual, there will be Q&A. So if you have any questions, make sure to post them in chat. We're going to look into some outs, some positions that I still have open, some that I'm looking into. And yeah, let's kick it out. So this month has been one of the worst when it comes to news. Definitely the FTX drama is, I think, one of the biggest, uh, I don't know, fiascos that we had ever in crypto. And it's just that the size of the FTX company and the exchange and everything was so public, and there were so many celebrities that got hit by this, that this really makes it a real big issue. And we're still seeing the effects of it. We don't know what's going to happen with this guy. I honestly didn't watch his interviews, but from what I've seen from the reviews and from other people in other communities, it's been like, come on, this is just really a joke, and this guy's really trying to get away from prison or whatever. Unfortunately, I think there's a slight chance that he might actually get away with everything that happened, but we'll see. It's definitely a spot on crypto overall, and I think this will be bad for the reputation, at least in the next year or two. And following this, there are a lot of after effects, like, for example, grayscale. And we discussed this also in previous videos, but we have doubts there. What's going to happen? There hasn't been any news surrounding this. We don't know if they found funding for Genesis. And this is, of course, another black swan waiting to happen after whatever happened with FTX. Also, we don't know if any other exchange might go bankrupt. There were rumors about, obviously, Crypto.com was the main one that was on the list for potential bankruptcies. This also hasn't happened. It seems like the FUD is slowly kind of getting away from this entire who's going to go bankrupt next, but I don't completely exclude this from all the opportunities and from all the scenarios. And if we combine this with the general economic picture, I think we will still have uncertainty, a lot of uncertainty going into 2023 and actually probably through the whole year. It will be wild. I think we live in very interesting times. There are, of course, some positives, like, for example, Fidelity opened up waiting lists for their retail crypto product. This obviously won't get that much coverage and in general won't move the price, especially in the bear market. But I think it's very significant to see more and more adoption. And don't forget that Fidelity is probably like second or third when it comes to brokerages. And people have a lot more trust in these companies compared to crypto exchanges. And long term, this will unlock a lot of potential for the potential next bull cycle in crypto. So I'm not discarding these little bull news here and there. I'm definitely happy to see them, and I'm definitely happy to say that crypto probably won't go anywhere. We won't go bankrupt. We won't go to zero. Although it's still a probability, I think it's very low. And news articles like this one and adoption like this one, I think just proves this, that we're going to have a bright future ahead of us, although it doesn't look like it right now. Let's jump into the chart. This is the Bitcoin monthly chart. And as you can see, we closed November very red, like 16%. But this hasn't been the worst month of the year. But pretty much since January, actually from November last year, we are in a big fat downtrend. And right now, what everyone's expecting to happen is for us to go further low. And the key areas here that you can also see on the monthly chart very clearly is pretty much around 14K, 12 to 14K is like a very key area of support from previous cycles. And here you can see the monthly closes around this level from the previous bull run. It's around 13.6, 13.8. We have a couple of monthly closes here. So this is the next major area of support that everyone think we might go. And the level below this is around 10K also, which is a big round number. Actually, not that big compared to 60K, but still a lot of eyes are here also on 10K. To be honest, now we're going to look into the scenarios right now, but to be honest, I'm not sure we're going to get to these levels just because everyone was screaming 100,000 Bitcoin and this didn't happen. And probably we'll see something like this right here. Right now, we're in mid-air. There is some levels here, the fib levels that we're going to show you. I'm going to show you in just a little bit. And we might have found the bottom and we might have just a lot of chop in this area in the future. But even if we go like to 14K and to 12 or just 10K, to be honest, I would be excited. I wouldn't mind buying more Bitcoin and more Ethereum at these levels. So I'm not going to be really scared, I would say, if we go there. Of course, if the macro drawback gets really, really bad and, we have, I don't know, another world war or something, then I'll be scared, but not because Bitcoin is at 10K, because probably the world is going to zero overall. So crypto won't be my main issue at that point. But unless we get there, I'll be really excited to be buying at these levels. If we go to the weekly, you'll see also quite a clear trend here with lower highs and lower lows. And we're forming this kind of a channel somehow right here. And I wouldn't say I would be surprised. I would say even that's the base case for me to just chop around this area, maybe go for another higher low, slow bleed to the downside, and just be stuck around this area. So if we draw the main support and resistance levels here right now, I would say obviously we have key area here with the most reactions around 17, 18K. And of course, we have the current lowest low, I would say, here. So we can get stuck in this area for quite a while just because 18K was playing support for a lot of time. And if we go down to the daily, we already retested it once, got sold out pretty quickly. So this is just another level down for consolidation. This is, I think, my not best, but like base scenario. So I wouldn't be surprised, to just be stuck in this level. However, I'm not excluding a bull run, short-lived bull run, just because equities are looking strong. I'm going to show you the S&P chart in just a little bit. But if we got a good CPI reading, which is in about 10 days, on December 13, there's the next CPI reading. And the following day is also the Fed meeting. So if we have a couple of good news, like a very low inflation number and a rate hike lower than expected or as expected, I think we might be in for a pop here because everyone's short here. And also, I'm not going to hide it, I'm also looking for some short setups here on Bitcoin and on other charts. But once everyone are trying to short, this just creates the perfect storm for a short squeeze. And if we get to 18K and retest it, and the stock market really helps us out here, I wouldn't be surprised if we get another level up. That will also be a great sign for crypto overall. After all this FUD, if we get some boost from the stock market, I think overall this will be great for all people out there that are right now really, really scared. So this is, I think, another scenario that I'm seeing, and it's also quite probable. So if the base case for me is like 40% probability, this is also probably around 40%. And the other one that I'm seeing, obviously, is if we get another black swan and then we go and retest these lower levels, which, as I said, I will be quite excited. And my plan for each of the scenarios, if we are stuck here in this range, my idea is to just keep DCAing into Bitcoin and Ethereum mainly, I started buying some here, Bitcoin somewhere around this level. I'm just waiting to see if we're going to get a pop or not, but I'm still planning to buy a little bit more through the months in these areas. If we get a powerful breakout here around 18K, I'm not sure I'm going to buy Bitcoin, to be honest. Probably I'll look for some out setups just because they will have a lot more volatility, and especially if people get quite excited. I think this rally might be short-lived, so I want to try to make the most out of it with some out trades. And for Bitcoin, I'll be a little bit more patient for a correction probably. And if we confirm here 18K as resistance, as support, I might try to DCA also here in the lower scale, in the higher levels here of this area. And obviously, if we go lower, I'm definitely going to be buying heavier, actually much heavier compared to what am I going to be DCAing in these both areas, and much heavier than what I'm willing to risk at altcoin setups currently and in the near future. I wanted to show you a little bit Ethereum because this one is a little bit different and actually looks, I would say, a lot more bullish than Bitcoin, just because if we go to a monthly again, let me just remove the drawings here. You'll see that we had quite a big of a sell-off, 17%, but Bitcoin had a red month of 16% and Ethereum had 17, almost 18% sell-off. So pretty much on pair with Bitcoin, which is, I would say, bullish, just because Ethereum usually sells off quite a bit harder compared to Bitcoin. However, this hasn't been the case in the last months, and we can see this from the chart. If you go down to the weekly chart, you'll see that we have higher low here. So we are still keeping this structure, and we still have a higher low on Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. And that, I think, long-term is quite bullish for Ethereum. And I'm very excited specifically for two things. One is that I'm not seeing any of the adoption going away. So we still have a lot of DeFi protocols, even more, I would say, with all the things that are happening with centralized exchanges. A lot of people are moving to DeFi. DeFi in general is growing as a space overall. A lot of layer 2 platforms are either coming to the space, they're brand new, like, for example, Starkwares or ZK Sync and Layer 0. There are other protocols that are building here on Ethereum, and I don't think this is going anywhere. And obviously, with the merge, that's the second reason we have a lot less inflation, which means that, in my opinion, at least long term, especially when the bull market starts and we have a lot of volatility, Ethereum will become deflationary, and long term, this could play out very significantly when it comes to price action. And that's actually visible also from the ETH BTC chart. And you'll see here that we have quite a lot of accumulation in this area, and we have clear level of resistance right now here at around 0.08 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And this last time we had this kind of consolidation, you can see it here in the previous bear cycle, we had a powerful breakout, and I definitely think Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in the following cycles. And I wouldn't mind buying Ethereum if it goes a little bit lower, but also here, maybe at these levels like 1200, 1300 are not terrible levels to DCA in. I'm going to be just a little bit more patient with it just because I have a little bit more Ethereum, but definitely I'm also excited to accumulate Ethereum for these reasons. Okay, so if you have questions, guys, on BETH and BETH on Ethereum and Bitcoin, let me know. Other than that, I'll jump into some altcoin action. From the positions that I'm currently holding, you'll see that GMX is doing quite well. This is a decentralized exchange, and it's been showing quite a lot of strength here, higher lows all the way, and we have currently only the all-time high as a potential resistance here, but long term, I think this one will be quite a good token to be in. I'm personally planning to add, if we especially get lower and we confirm this level as support. And even if we chop around, or even if we go lower, in any case, I'm still willing to buy more GMX, and I'm quite excited for this project. I'm not staking any of the tokens on their platform, but still, I definitely want to have a piece of it. Another one that I still have a back and I'm planning to keep is Matic. I bought it a little bit later on this retest just before of the breakdown. And to be honest, I got a little bit greedy here, and I was waiting for a retest of this area to purchase more. It never got there, but Matic is one of those projects that constantly has been showing strength through this bear cycle. And a lot of partnerships and a lot of development is going on Matic. So I'm definitely very excited, and I am planning to DCA in this entire area. Probably sooner rather than later, I'll add a little bit more to my position here. I will let you guys know, of course, when I do so. What else? Optimism is another one that is showing some strength. You can see my purchases here, and I'm definitely excited also to add a little bit more if we get a retest here. But long term, if you look at this chart, the best part about it is that we don't have that many back holders from previous cycles. This is relatively new project, and I see adoption growing on this, and this could all turn out to be just an accumulation range. If we even go to a weekly chart, not that much history, but imagine that price can chop around here, and if it does this, actually it will be perfect, because if we have another year of chop in this area, which is, by the way, quite a big area, don't get me wrong, from the bottom to the top is like 300-400%. So if we establish a range here, definitely I think this could be a powerful setup also for the future. If you don't want to risk any of your money right now just because of the uncertainty, potential for a breakout, somewhere around this area, I think will be very, very good opportunity to enter. So just keep an eye on this one. What else? I have some SOL, but I'm not planning to do anything with it for now. I'm just gonna leave it and see how it goes. A few other tokens that I'm looking into is Vulcan Forge, by the way. We tried a short a while back, but as you can see, this one is also forming quite a nice accumulation. And at some point, NFTs and gaming will be back in favor. I'm really confident about this. And if we get a powerful breakout here again, I think this will be quite a good setup. And one of the reasons that I'm getting a little bit more bullish on this one is that it also got listed on Coinbase just recently. And this is always a good thing, and it will help their exchange diversification. Let me just jump into CoinMarketCap and look at which exchanges have Vulcan Forge currently. So we have Binance, obviously, with most of the volume. KuCoin, that's great. And as you can see, Coinbase already listed it and is showing some relative strength on volume. So 2% of the overall volume based on CoinMarketCap. Of course, not all data here is correct, but pushing like, what is that? 100,000 in volume on Coinbase is not a lot, but considering the size of the token and that we're in the depths of a bear market, I still think it's a good sign, and potentially in the future, we're going to have some good runs here, I think, on Vulcan Forged. It's listed on crypto.com, BitGet. That's great. There's some exchange diversification, and as you can see, the market cap, where is it? It's not that big. It's really small compared to most other crypto, and especially even if you go to the gaming sector, I think it's still relatively low market cap. So definitely want to keep an eye on. It has solid fundamentals, in my opinion, and could be a potential multi-bagger in the future. Another one that I'm looking into is Link. I really like Link too. I missed also this retest here. I didn't buy any Link here, but I'm okay to wait also. I don't want to be too exposed on too many different tokens, especially in these risky market conditions. But Link is also one that it's looking good and it's starting to consolidate. So if we don't get any major breaks of structure here below $5, I think this will be also potential very good play. However, I'm a little bit less excited about Link compared to Optimism, for example, just because of the back holders here. Same with Matic, but I'm seeing Matic also to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to marketing compared to Link. So just keep in mind that this is all selling pressure, as we have discussed before. What else is on my watch list? Currently, I'm looking for a few setups. One of them is now that's Trust Wallet. So TWT is the ticker. And if you go on the daily, you'll see that after what happened with FTX, Trust Wallet got a push and it had a breakout here. This is, by the way, this was an all-time high breakout around $1.50. And here it's consolidating and it's showing quite a lot of strength. So what I'm looking into here is to have a little bit more consolidation, and a potential lower high here. And if we get the narrative of inflation going down, and the Fed being not so hawkish, this is setting up to be a good trade, in my opinion, just because it's an all-time high breakout. The narrative is behind this token. And if we get the macro and overall Bitcoin breaking out above 18K, 17, 18K, I think this has room to run. And if we run some Fib levels here, you'll see that potentially we could get to, I would say, being conservative, obviously, because of the market conditions. But I think to the 100% extension is not that far away, based on the consolidation before that. And so this is around 40%. So this is again conservative. But if the crypto rally gets some legs, if we get a crypto rally, obviously, I wouldn't be surprised to see something like $5 here. This is about 100% from the breakout level. So definitely keeping this one on watch. And yeah, another one that I'm watching is Hashflow. I posted the research. If you have missed it, make sure to go back and review it. But this one is also quite exciting. They have a platform, which is a DeFi trading platform that allows people to trade between different networks. So I can easily swap between Ethereum, let's say, and Polygon. However, it hasn't been fully rolled out, and this is the major issue right now. So you can see here that I have the option to switch from Ethereum to Polygon, BNB, Avalanche, Arbitrum, and so on. And this hasn't been enabled yet, just because they're looking for the liquidity. And in the bear market, they might find it difficult. But if they find solutions for this, this will be extremely powerful, because for everyone that has dealt a little bit, at least with DeFi, this could be a really big pain in the ass to switch between networks, and one token you want to stake it here and the other one there, and it's really like not easy when it comes to interface. And this token just launched recently, and as you can see, again, it's showing some relative consolidation here, relative strength, I would say, although we're obviously having lower highs here. I would say we didn't have a massive sell-off, which is good. Aptos did have one on launch, after launch, and the valuation here on this one, I think it's reasonable for now, at least. So definitely one that I'm keeping on the watch. And yeah, not much other stuff, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we can wrap up for today. Another one that recently launched is Hook Protocol. This was on Binance Launchpad. I looked into it. It just really sounds weird, guys. Just go and look for Hook Academy on TikTok. They're claiming to gamify the learning process of Web3, but really just, yeah, it doesn't give me the good vibes of other solid fundamental projects. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna keep it here just because I like new listings, and if they catch some legs and if there's a technical setup, I might trade it. But overall, I'm not that excited about this one. Okay, that's everything. I don't see any questions in the queue, so I will keep you posted on whatever I'm looking into or on new exchange listings like this one. And if I see some potential, And as always, guys, if you have any questions, you know how to find me. Thank you for joining and have a great rest of the day.